Hey guys, it's Halloween.
And you know what that means? Candy. Today we're going to be talking about your favorites.
Old and new. Let's dip into the bucket and talk about it. Hey, welcome to the Sunday Set Down. I'm Jason Sunday.
And I'm Tanya Sunday.
And today we're going to be talking about Halloween candy, our favorite and not so favorite. Yeah.
All of the candy.
All right, picture this. It's 1986. I'm dressed as my favorite Ghostbuster. What is the first piece of candy I'm going for?
You mean that one candy that you would trade all of your other candy for?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without a full-size Almond Joy.
Yeah, in the meantime, you have people over here eating dots. Like, why? You're chewing on rubber. I think my go-to was definitely a Butterfinger.
Butterfingers were good. Very good.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of research, and I'm sure there are multiple lists out there, but these are a few of the favorite candies from our generation, the 80s when we were kids. First on the list is you got your Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
Now this is classic 80s because nothing screams 80s like a candy with a warning label.
Pop Rocks. Yeah, I remember Pop Rocks. Those were interesting. Although I don't remember getting them too much in Halloween baskets. I mean, maybe I would see maybe one package, maybe
it was
two.
Definitely an anomaly. You were lucky if you got it.
Okay, I'm going to go to my next favorite as an 80s kid. I think what was made popular was Reese's Pieces.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Who doesn't love Reese's Pieces right here?
Yeah.
I think,
for sure.
I think obviously we all know E.T. made that popular, so it was like a rival between M&M and Reese's Pieces. And I would choose Reese's Pieces, although I probably like M&M's better, but the movie sold it for me.
Do you think the kids nowadays understand that reference from E.T.? Is that still popular?
I don't know. I don't know if kids nowadays would really understand that.
Well, the next thing on the list, we have your Runts. It's like the fruit that tastes like chalk, but in the best way.
Runts. Yeah, Runts did taste like chalk. Yeah. I'm going to go to my next one. It was probably Nerds.
Oh, Nerds are a classic.
Nerds right here. I see them there on the table.
Yeah, for sure. And they came in those teeny tiny little boxes. So that was always awesome. And then this is a good one. Let's see if you remember this. I always got these. I enjoyed them personally, but they're bottle caps. It was chalk that tasted like soda. Yum.
I didn't care for those too much. I think those got left in a bag or traded. Let me go to my next one that I didn't mind too much. I remember these from the baseball field growing up, so I lived off them in the summer. It seemed like as a kid was Now and Laters.
Now and Laters are okay.
Do we have any of those on the table?
We do have some Now and Laters. We have a couple of them somewhere in there. We've got a good variety here.
Okay. We're going to go through them here in a bit, but what else you got?
Well, something that I haven't had in a while, and I actually found one. I was surprised to find it, is the whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
And come on, that screams 80s. Even the name is typical weird 80s, whatchamacallit.
230 calories of
You're not supposed to read that. There's no calories on Halloween.
Wow.
You're not supposed to read that part.
Whatchamacallit.
See, back in the old days, you did not have the calories, so you could just eat what you want.
Yep, that's true. I'm going to go on to my next one, which is similar to some of the other ones. The other one I mentioned was Now and Later. Is Laffy Taffy. Do you remember those? Laffy Taffies?
Of course. Especially the banana. Banana was the go-to.
Yeah, I didn't care for those.
You didn't like the Laffy Taffies?
Nah.
What about the jokes on them?
I didn't.
Do you not remember the jokes?
I didn't.
On the wrapper?
I didn't really care. I remember the jokes, but I really didn't care for the candy. It was like one of those ones you'd stick in your mouth for a minute and go, yeah, this is not good.
You didn't like banana flavored rubber?
Nah. Yeah, I passed.
Okay, and then we're going to move on to the not so great candies, and I have a few on my list. What about you?
I would say probably my first would be Smarties.
Smarties? Oh, those are good.
These little things right here, if you guys can see it, I'm going to try to pan in the Smarties.
Oh, yeah. You gotta love a Smartie. You were trading those, though. Yeah, you were trading up.
Like, if you went to a house and you got a handful of these, I mean, it wasn't a total loss, but it was kind of a burnout a little bit.
Well, I think there's definitely a lot worse than a Smartie, like a Mary Jane. Do you remember those?
Mary Jane's? Yeah, I do remember. Do we have one of those on the table?
I don't think you can find them anymore. And I think this is a throwback more to our parents' generation, but they were little squares of I don't even know what, and they had the little girl on the package, the yellow and black package.
I think those were older than our generation,
yes,
was it not?
Older than our generation for sure, but you still got them every once in a while.
And that makes me think of another older one. I think I remember my parents or my mother talking about was the bit of honey. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I found one of those.
Okay. Yeah, those are pretty old school. Those
are old school, but
that's an old bit of honey. I don't know if you guys remember.
And was it honey flavored? I don't even remember.
I think it was like a honey.
I don't even remember.
Another filler.
How long did it take for you to chew those?
Yeah, I think I've still got stuff in my fillings from them.
Okay, this one should make everybody's list. And that is a circus peanut. Ugh. Is it candy or is it packaging? Who knew?
Circus peanuts.
That is my number one. If I had to pick one that I could get away from, that would be my number one, is like, get rid of those circus peanuts. They're awful.
I couldn't do circus peanuts. Those were awful. Yeah.
These were the candies that if you were hitting on hard times and you had eaten all your other good candy, you think, I'm going to eat this just for a sugar hit. And then you ended up spitting it out.
Yeah, those were terrible. They taste like styrofoam or something.
I don't know. Definitely not peanuts.
Yeah, not a good one. All right, let's see if we remember this one. It's peanut butter kisses. It's like chewing peanut butter plastic.
No. Those are.
You remember those?
I do remember.
Do we have any of those on the table?
No. I did actually search for those, but you can't find them anymore. So I'm hoping they probably discontinued those. Those were terrible.
Yeah.
But I do remember my mom and dad liked them. So I'm thinking it was a throwback maybe to their generation.
It probably was.
Yeah.
A lot of those bland like candies like that. Well, they're all kind of bland, but those like the bit of honey, they're similar, but this viral, a little different.
Well, and let's be honest, sugar. I'm sure there's some candy even from our generation that you're going to eat just for the pure nostalgia. And so I think the Mary Jane's bit of honey and
don't forget you say nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
I found these.
Nostalgia.
I found these
for a Gen X.
I found these at a place. I mean, who sells candy cigarettes nowadays? Like
you can't get.
I remember the
that.
candy cigarettes and the gum cigars. But I found these at a place in Branson when we go. I always have to buy them just because I keep them and give them to my grandkids and stuff as a joke. Is these candy cigarettes, and that's a place over in Branson called Dick's 5 and Dime.
Oh yeah, you can find anything. You can
find a lot of vintage candy in that store, which is pretty cool.
Someplace else you can find some candy is if you want. Back in our days, you could see bins where you can find bins of candy, but if you go to Five Below, you can get individual little candies, kind of like how we used to do when we were kids, and you can get like 10 of them for $1.50, which is pretty cheap with these prices today.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that they're doing that. I mean, what kid doesn't like to go and get candy? I mean, Halloween is candy, right? So it's
candy. I mean, who doesn't love candy? Candy's just fun.
All right. Well, I have another thing I want to talk about, the trick or treat trade. Did you do that with your siblings?
Of course.
Okay, the candy exchange. So basically, like 2 dum-dums for a Tootsie Roll. Like
if you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, my sister was kind of stingy with her good candy bars. I would be trying to cherry all that stuff, and she
in my house, you had to give up 4 Smarties and a blow pop for something good. My brother drove a hard bargain.
Oh my gosh, that's inflation. We would dump the whole bag and start. Like we were like Wall Street traders, just trading candy in the floor. But first, don't forget. First, we miss that our parents have to have the razor blade check in the candy. I don't know if you guys in the 80s remember that, but it was a big thing where your parents had to check your candy to make sure there wasn't razor blades in it. I don't think I ever remember. Was that?
So that was a huge deal when we were kids. You either had a razor blade, a hypodermic needle, or drugs. Cause who was hiding their drugs in candy? I actually Googled this because I was curious. There is actually no evidence of a razor blade, drugs, pins, in any of the Halloween candy. It was all lies. Lies, I tell you.
Lies.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I wonder why that story was. I mean, I'm sure even still to this day that there's worries of like making sure your kids are getting stuff that doesn't have. I mean, is the odds probably just as great as getting it from the manufacturer and having a sliver of metal or something in the candy as it would be somebody actually putting something in it?
I just think it's the myth of Halloween. You got to have a little bit of scariness to it. And it gives parents an excuse just to check your candy and
that is
take what they want.
Yeah. And that is before taking their cut. And then you had, you look in the bag, you saw 6 Snickers and you got it back and you had 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Your Pop still
for
do Tootsie Rolls and your Snickers.
I think the thing that my parents were going after was probably Almond Joys.
Or the full-size bars.
Oh, for sure.
The full-size bars, like if I would have to grab those and stick them in my pocket and they'd be melted by the time I got home because I know they'd be taken.
Oh, yeah. But the house with the full-size bars?
Oh.
Legendary.
Yes. Yeah, they're still on maps around places.
There's still stories we tell of those homes, of those houses.
And what about this? Did you ever go to anybody's house and I got them in my bags all the time, raisins? Oh, raisins. The little box of raisins.
Yes, of course. The betrayal when you'd get a box of raisins.
It's like, here, keep your fruit. I'm here for the sugar. Who wants a kid raisins? I mean, I didn't mind them, actually. They weren't too bad. Like, they get thrown up in a cabinet. I'd eat them for breakfast and put them on my my cereal or something, but candy is what we wanted, not raisins.
Well, you always have the house that wants to set the good example. It's like, give us the sugar.
Oh, yeah.
So the next thing we're going to talk about is your packaging. And I think this has a lot to do with the nostalgia of it. And over the years, they have come up with new packaging, different packaging, but you definitely remember your wax lips, your wax bottles, and candy cigarettes. Those are the packagings you remember that house the candy, that house the sugar.
Being a kid was hard, man. You needed to drag off those candy cigarettes every now and then. You really did. To take the edge off.
It's some of the things that they do.
I want to open it right now and stick one in my mouth.
Absolutely.
Take a drag.
Some of the things they did when we were kids would not be allowed nowadays because you have your candy cigarettes, you have your bottles, and then you have candy shaped like pills. What were they trying to do to us?
I don't know.
Interesting.
The 80s really said, let's make kids, this is fill them with cavities. It's like
cavities.
That's the other thing is you got that stuff and you hope that you had good, habits.
Yes, true. It's like, make us little adults and send us out into the world.
And then we grow into adults with cavities.
Yep.
Okay. I think what we're going to do now is, are we going to have a little taste test on some of these?
Yeah, let's do a taste test.
I think what we're going to do is, I had an idea. We're going to rate these on keeper, sleeper, kind of or trash.
Yeah. Yuck.
So
Keeper, sleeper, or yuck.
I already know that there's some here that I'm like, I really didn't like those when I was a kid, and I see some in there. I'm like, yeah. So how many are we going to try? I don't. Well, I'm
going to jump right in, and I have to admit, we went out and we bought this candy, and I've been eyeballing it ever since. But something that I haven't had in years is the whatchamacallit. So I definitely want to try this. I actually couldn't even remember what it tastes like, but it says it is chocolate peanut butter flavored crisp with caramel. Okay. How do you say? Is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel. So if you don't like it, we're going to use this pumpkin as this is a trash. So if it's a keeper or a sleeper, obviously you're probably going to eat it if you want to. I mean, I don't know if you want the sugar or not.
Well, I'm going to eat a little bit of it.
It's
piece Halloween. There's no
and that's
calories.
The whatchamacallit?
The whatchamacallit.
Okay.
Oh, it's got a little bit of a caramel pull to it.
I don't think it's been forever.
And then it's kind of a Rice Krispie and then a wafer. So I'm going to eat this. I'm going to pull myself away from the microphone so you guys don't have to listen to this.
Give me a second.
I remember those. Mm. Oh, sorry guys. I remember those. It's okay. I can probably see why maybe. I don't know. When you chewing on it a little bit.
I mean, it's
what do you think?
It's
Keeper,
a chocolate.
Sleeper, or yuck? Meh.
I think it's a sleeper.
It's like a nutty bar that they tried to make into a candy bar.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It's okay.
But it's okay. I wouldn't say it's trash. So what's the next thing?
All right, Jason, I picked that one, so I'm going to let you pick this next one.
What am I going here for?
Are you going to go modern or are you going to go vintage?
Let's go vintage. Why don't you hand me something vintage over there? You got on your side? You got anything vintage over there? I can't see what's on my side, really.
There's a chuckle.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Is this vintage?
It's pretty vintage.
I don't remember these chuckles.
These are very old fashioned. I was surprised to find them. Yep. So it's like a gummy type candy with the sugar over it. So open her up.
You want to split one of these? Because I don't want to
take a bite and then I'll take a bite. You already know you don't like it.
Yeah,
don't you?
I'm not. This is like
just take a little bite. Let me see.
Trash.
Yeah,
it's trash.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah, and I'll do the tickles. I'll pass on the tickles.
Right. Put that pumpkin back over there.
All right, here. What am I going to do with the tickles?
You're going to trash that. Trash it. You don't like it.
I'm going to trash it. Ugh. All right. Ugh.
It reminds you of something you would get at your grandma's nursing home, don't it?
It does. It does. Okay. No offense to nursing homes.
No offense to nursing homes, but all right. I've got the Pop Rocks. Now these are fun. You don't remember getting this very often,
you know what? Said? I very rarely got those for Halloween, but when I did, what I always used to like to do is dump them into a bottle of Coke and watch them explode and then try to drink it.
See, I remember doing that with Mentos.
All right, hang on a second.
You have to.
I mean, it's been forever since I've had these.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, what flavor are they? Blue Raz Popping Candy Pop Rocks. And I think you found these actually at the...
I found those at Five Below in the bins. See, they were just fun. Now that is a classic marketing scheme. Mm-hmm. And the blue raspberry's always been a favorite. I would say those are a keeper.
I would say those are, I mean, it's not something that we eat all the time, but like, your kids or something like, hey, you got to try these. Yeah, they're not terrible.
For fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're not bad.
All right.
They're fun. They go quick.
I think those are a keeper.
All right, so we'll
put those in the keeper. This is a mat, and that's trash.
Okay.
All right, what you got next?
Let's see. Ooh. Oh, well, hang on. I gotta jump in here for a retro candy that I like, and I always try to pick these up. And you can still find them as Pez. I don't know if you guys remember Pez.
Yeah.
And I got my little vampire guy here that I've had this for I don't know how many Halloweens, and I always fill him up, and I always got to find Pez and stick him in there. Now you talk about chalk candy. Pez, I think I drew a picture one time with Pez. Seriously.
You drew, you actually drew a picture?
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
I drew a picture one time in chalk, and it kind of worked until it got wet. And I ate the candy. Then it was done. Here, let's try one of these. See if you remember. How long has it been since you've had a Pez?
Oh, a little while. I think I've had them before with my kids.
Here you
go.
Take your pill.
Yeah, you got to take your
pill. Got quite the buffet here, guys. There he is. Pez, what flavor is it?
Like raspberry? Now, if you were like me, you would put all your Pez into your dispenser thinking it's gonna last you forever, and about 5 minutes later, whole thing would be gone.
You have to load up with the multi cartridges of them. You can find these I think you found these at Five Below.
Yep, Five Below. Most of this stuff came from Five Below. And that's marketing genius, though, if you think about it, because you have to have the container and you have to keep buying them to reload them. So that's marketing genius.
And I don't know, just a fun fact for people. There's a vintage of these. These things go way back. My mom had a friend that actually collected these, and she had stashes of collectible old Pez. And I remember as a kid, I've still got some somewhere, but they were some older ones that I kept that it was out of her collection.
Now, do you remember in Omaha at Halloween Candy, how they have the hundreds and hundreds on display?
Yep, I do.
If you ever get a chance, you go to Omaha, go to Halloween Candy, it doesn't disappoint.
Is it called Hollywood Candy? Hollywood Candy.
Yeah, Halloween Candy in Omaha, Nebraska.
That's a neat place. In the arcade, it's totally all retro. I mean, vintage pinball games. I mean, everything. It's candy. It's a neat place. It's worth visiting.
Okay, let's try a couple more. I think the next one I want to try is the Nick.
I was hoping you weren't going to grab those.
You have to.
Are those the things? Are those like the bottle that have the?
It is. So I'm curious. I'm gonna
get this close because I
get it ready. So we won't both do one. We'll just do one and split it. So it says bite them, drink them, and then you chew it.
Bite them, drink them, and then you chew it. So
you have to bite. It's interactive. You have to bite the lid.
I don't remember this because I don't think I ever.
You never got these?
I don't think I ever ate those things because I knew they were wax. Aren't they wax?
Literally wax. Okay.
But what is in that?
Red dye number 40.
Ugh. Ew.
Okay, but
are you supposed to eat the outside of it?
You drink it and then you chew on the wax.
Ugh.
Just take a drink. It's not bad.
That tastes terrible.
So is it a sleeper? You never had this as a child?
I don't remember those. Okay. I remember let me rephrase that. I remember seeing them, but I knew I wouldn't like them because they're wax. I think I tried them one time. I was done.
Oh, and no. I was definitely chewing on wax, and why I was chewing on that, I have no idea.
This is going in the, all right, there we go. That's not good. That's a trash. So keeper, sleeper, trash. You know, there's a lot of good candy here. I see it like to some other, what are those things called right there? Are those dots? What are those?
They are candy buttons. So it's essentially a dot of sugar on a piece of paper. Let's give it a whirl.
That's interesting. What's the point of that?
Sugar. That's the point.
It's just a dot of sugar. I don't remember those.
Okay. And of course you're going to peel off half the paper with your little dot of sugar, but that's just part of the experience.
Is it hard? Is it chewy? It sounds like it's hard. I can hear you crunching on it. And these are called
candy dots.
So you're getting a little bit of paper.
Candy buttons.
It looks like you're getting a little bit of paper when you peel those off with that. So
it's part of the experience.
It's stuck. The paper's stuck. Am I supposed to eat the?
Just eat it.
Yeah. It just tastes like sugar.
This is something I don't remember, but it piqued my curiosity when I saw it. I'm not going to open these. I'm just going to go through some of these. Is a Razzle. I don't remember these, but if I was a kid, I probably would have went for this. So it says it's candy and then it's gum. So those were always a big hit when I was a kid. And then of course you have your classic Laffy Taffy. And something I found that was a little difficult to find was old-fashioned sweet tarts. Those were always a hit as a kid. Sour as a kid, you had your Skittles, you had your sweet tarts, and then, of course, something I haven't seen in a long time was a Spree.
Sprees. Yeah, I didn't mind Sprees too bad.
I didn't see them, but on the sweet tarts, they're more of a modern version where they're chewy versus the old-fashioned roll of sweet tarts.
Okay.
And of course, you have your nerds, and you can't forget a gobstopper.
Well, hang on a second. I see something here too we didn't even mention that honestly, when I was a kid, it was probably the most sought-after thing besides the bars is gum. I think I know where. Yep. It's the gum.
Yep.
The double bubble gum. I remember as a kid getting double bubble gum, and I actually remember getting packs of baseball cards sometimes that had the gum in it. I like that
fun.
too.
I never got that.
And the other thing. There was something else on the list that you didn't mention it was rare, but I would get Cracker Jacks, the Cracker Jack box with the prizes.
You were hitting some good houses. I don't think I ever got one. Something that as a kid, you didn't get it very often, but sometimes you go to houses and you'd get the popcorn balls. You just don't like anything.
Yeah.
And then what else were you talking about the other day that you got that you liked?
Well, I remember you brought up the popcorn balls. And I remember there was a place my mother would take us when I was a kid that would give out popcorn balls. And they also would have basically half of our town lined up, the kids lined up in a line to bob their heads in a barrel full of apples.
Yeah.
And then when you got your apple, you would stab it with a stick and then take it over to these ladies that would dip it in caramel and sprinkle it with, whatever nuts, peanuts or whatever. And I did like those, but now the thought of thinking, 500 plus kids' heads dipping in a barrel of water, I think about that now. Like, yeah, we did a lot of we lived on the edge.
Innocence of children. We would do anything without thinking.
We rode the lightning as kids.
Yeah, we sure did.
And we didn't even think about it. By the time I was done with it.
Hand sanitizer. What's hand sanitizer?
Hand sanitizer. Yeah, we didn't do that, man. I tell you what. All right. Well, I think this pretty much closes up what we're talking about. We want to wish everybody a happy Halloween and be safe out there. And, this was a fun time taking a trip down memory lane with this candy. A lot of this I remember, I'm eyeing out Almond Joy over there because I love Almond Joys. But some of this, is I didn't like it just as much now as I did as a kid.
So what we want you guys to do is tell us in the comments what was your favorite candy and what not so favorite. You get rid of it.
Yeah, so you guys watch for us because we may be bringing this show to YouTube. And so be sure to like and share. And remember, parents, when you're digging through this stuff, get your toll.
Candy tax. Happy Halloween, everybody.
You gotta eat that one? Take this one. I'm gonna take that one.
Yeah.